Welcome back. We've been talking about vaccination-linked news from around the world, and another piece. Moderna has launched a clinical trial of a new vaccine designed to combat the variant that was first discovered here in South Africa. So is that good news for us? To discuss, we're joined by Nick Harper, live from Washington in the United States. So Nick, this is a trial that's being done in the United States, but big implications seemingly for us here in South Africa.
That's right, yeah, Francis. Potentially huge implications for the whole of the world. The US company Moderna saying that they have started their own tests and they are about to start clinical trials on this special booster shot. It would essentially try and target this variant that was first discovered in South Africa. They say that they've passed some of the doses onto the National Institutes of Health here in the United States. Those clinical trials will be carried out there, and they're hopeful that this may be a particular target, a booster shot, as it were, to be able to be added to the arsenal that they already have, that double shot dose that is already in use. Previous trials have suggested that it isn't that effective against the variant. It still creates the antibodies that are needed to protect a person, but the efficacy rate is just lower than against the normal COVID-19. It hasn't been quite as effective with those variants. So they're hoping that this booster will be able to show better results. We've already heard from the CEO of Moderna. He has said that the company is committed to making any updates on our vaccine as necessary until this pandemic is under control. So potentially good news for everyone here in the United States, but also in South Africa as well. The possibility of having this specifically targeted booster vaccine. Yeah, you're right. This variant has spread around the world.
Nick, we spoke to a professor earlier who said that this could go a little bit quicker because they use the safety results from the first trial. So this will be a smaller trial. Are you hearing anything like that to get this booster through, maybe a much quicker process because it comes off the back of the original Moderna vaccination? So we could see it on the market much sooner than the first vaccine.
Yeah, you're right. It does look as if that would be the case. That Moderna vaccine has already been approved here by the Food and Drug Administration in the United States. They've already green-lit it. It's already being used. So any subsequent booster vaccine could be green-lit much quicker. We also know that it's only taken them about 30 days to produce this new type of variant booster shot. So much, much quicker than we've seen other vaccines produced. And that's because, as you mentioned, they've been piggybacking off the vaccine that they already had in production.
We are so interested in this variant here in South Africa, and it does already seem, though, Nick, like the Johnson & Johnson vaccine that we're using is effective to stop serious disease with this variant and death from COVID-19, but it doesn't stop you getting the mild disease. Well, it has a limit on that efficacy. So this would be about Moderna preventing you even getting the mild variant form of COVID-19. I guess all the manufacturers right now are looking for competitive edges.
Well, absolutely. And they do need to weigh up all the different types of variants that have been discovered in different countries and are now cropping up all around the world, even here in the United States. We've seen cases in the dozens of different variants that were first identified in South Africa, in the United Kingdom, and in Brazil. So it really is up to all of these vaccine makers to try and get that edge, to try and find a type of vaccine that will work and prove effective against these different variants. In the last 24 hours, we've heard from Johnson & Johnson. They say that their vaccine that they've put forward in independent trials by the FDA here in the United States has shown that it is good at combating the variant, in particular in severe cases. So I think all of the drug companies are really in this race at the moment. They've been working on the vaccines, but now they're having to work on ones that are also able to target and do a better job of dealing with the variants that are out there.
All right, good news coming to us live from Washington in the United States. Thank you very much, Nick Harper.